Jesus said something in Matthew 6:22 that most churches read but never explain. If thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Sounds poetic, right? But what if it's more than poetry? What if Jesus wasn't being symbolic, but mystical? What if he was pointing to something the ancients knew for thousands of years, and modern religion has completely ignored? The third eye, the pineal gland, the gateway to divine sight. If that sounds crazy, stay with me, because when you really break down what Jesus said and what other ancient spiritual systems taught, it all starts to connect, and it changes everything. Let's start with the verse itself. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Matthew 6:22. First question, what single eye is he talking about? He's not talking about your physical vision. He's talking about a different kind of sight. Inner vision. The ability to see not with your eyes, but with your soul. Sound familiar? Because in Hinduism, this is called the Ajna chakra, the third eye. In ancient Egypt, the eye of Horus. In mystic Judaism, it's Da'at, hidden knowledge. And in all of them, the symbolism is the same. An inner gateway, a connection to divine truth, a vision that reveals what normal eyes can't see. Jesus wasn't alone in this teaching. He was standing in a long line of mystics, prophets, and sages, all pointing to the same thing. There is more, but you have to see it differently. Now, here's where it gets wild. Modern science tells us the pineal gland sits in the center of the brain. It's small, about the size of a pea, and shaped like a pine cone. Ancient cultures revered it as the seat of the soul. And guess what? That same pine cone shape appears everywhere in ancient sacred art. Temples in Egypt, statues in the Vatican, even the staff of the Pope features a pine cone. Coincidence? Or did they all know something that was later forgotten? The pineal gland reacts to light. It regulates melatonin, and it's believed by many mystics to be a spiritual antenna capable of connecting us to higher realms of consciousness. So when Jesus said, "If your eye be single," he may have been pointing us back to that ancient knowing, that there is a light, not out there, but in here. But let's look at the second part of Jesus' statement. Then your whole body shall be full of light. Pause. Think about that. What fills with light when your inner eye opens? Your awareness, your perception, your ability to see past the illusion, the roles, the systems, the fear. The Gospel of Thomas, the banned mystical gospel we covered in the last video, echoes the same idea. There is light within a person of light, and it shines on the whole world. This is not about religion. This is about illumination, about awakening to something deeper than dogma. So, why doesn't the church talk about the single eye like this? Because once people realize they can access divine wisdom directly, they stop blindly following external authority. If your own body is the temple, and your own mind is capable of communion with the divine, then you don't need the middlemen. You don't need someone telling you what God wants, because you can feel it. And that kind of inner power can't be controlled. So how do you use this? How do you actually awaken the spiritual vision? It starts with stillness. Jesus often withdrew into solitude. That wasn't random, that was practice. Get quiet, breathe deeply. Focus inward, not outward. Meditate. Fast, not for punishment, but to quiet the noise. Over time, you begin to notice things. That inner nudge, that spark of awareness, that intuitive clarity that doesn't come from books or sermons. That's the light. That's the single eye coming online. So no, this isn't about conspiracy. This is about remembering. Jesus didn't come to start a religion. He came to show you the truth. You already have the kingdom. You already have the light. You already have the eye. You just have to open it. And once you do, you don't just see the world differently. You become different. Next episode, we go even deeper into how Jesus used fasting, not as punishment, but as a spiritual technology to awaken the soul. Don't miss it. If this resonates with you, share this message and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any future content. Be well and soulful.